Decades before this, in the turn of the century, 1908, the so-called Tunguska event, flatly 770 square miles of forest in a remote part again near Egyptian pyramids. Theories about the cause of that explosion have ranged from a meteor, comet, once again a UFO crash landing, with the mystery compounded by the lack of any visible impact crater. Meanwhile, tourists gathering near the Egyptian pyramids, according to predicted to narrowly miss Earth's claim tomorrow. April 23, 1985, a busload of Russian tourists were reported missing in Egypt. The tour group was last seen leaving the Cairo Hilton that evening. Their fate remains a mystery, but secrets cannot be contained, not even the KGB secrets. A KGB project in 1961 was put together with the main purpose of discovering alien technology, quote-unquote, and agents were left startled when they found the legendary tomb of the visitor. I'll try and find a video link for that so you can see that as well. They did find a sarcophagus. They opened it up and they found an alien mummy inside. That's what they claim. Now, the video of that was so bizarre and very black and white, very out of focus, so you can't really tell what was going on. Now, in this article, a group of scientists, computer programmers, and doctors came together to discuss the possibilities of that discovery. The Russian scientist Viktor Ivanovich claims they fully believe that the visitor was none other than Osiris, the alien king. Thus, they gave themselves the name the Followers, based off the followers of Horus in the Egyptian Book of the Dead, and according to Egyptian beliefs, a family of gods came from the stars to Egypt. Well, the Tully Papyrus has the witness account of a pharaoh of Cairo, Egypt, that witnessed an alien invasion, and he claims that they became the overlords of the area and that humans were their slaves. That's in the Tully Papyrus, and I'll leave a link below for you for that as well. I've made a video on that. Now, some believe this was the source of their incredible knowledge and wisdom, but later the aliens left Earth back to their homes, to go back to their homes except for Osiris, so the story goes. It's said that he stayed and taught the followers, quote-unquote, and in return, it was their duty to protect and keep the ancient knowledge he gave them until he came back. The Egyptians were astronomers and believed that the stars were the map to the great god Osiris in the afterlife. Amazon Prime's documentary titled The Secret KGB Abduction Files, end quote, claims that modern followers secretly come together in their homes to discuss the possibility of the return of Osiris, and they believe that the second coming of Osiris will herald the new age for mankind. They believe that when the tomb was discovered, this was back in 1961, and the seal was broken, a signal was transmitted to the visitors. They calculated and estimated the time it would take for the electromagnetic signal to reach the constellation of Orion. They figured that they could return no earlier than April 23, 1985. So with that in mind, with that time frame, the group left Russia and took off for Egypt, and they were never to return. The only remains left behind was a newspaper clipping found in the KGB archives of a group of tourists disappearing in the middle of the night in Egypt in 1985, and one home movie projector with film. The film shows the group in front of the pyramid at night. In the documentary, it shows a light appearing in the sky and also reflecting on them very brightly. And as the group dropped to their knees in prayer, the light became brighter and then nothingness. We see the camera falling on the ground, a bright light on the soil, and that's it. The Soviets found 13-year-old alien in life form. That's the one we were talking about in the sarcophagus that they opened in 1961. A daughter of the parents that were part of this group was shown the home video, which she recognized her parents, and she burst into tears. The documentary then questioned whether the Russians were among the first to encounter beings not from this earth, and Viktor Ivanovich said, "There is no doubt that a small group of Russian scientists with military experts have discovered a tomb in Egypt in 1961. but in the documents it has never been revealed exactly what was found inside the sarcophagus. Only sources of the highest ranks of the KGB know that we have found the remains of an alien creature that died in Egypt 10,000 years before Christ. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.